did not take all of my things home from a trip to Vegas. I had to ship myself some things. And actually, one of my packages was returned. And so it was returned to my friend, and she had to send it back to me. And I was in Vegas in March. So I just received it today. And this was one of my hats found in Vegas. Noreen, how are you? How are you? Thank you, Jamie. Perfect. I just dreamed myself. Noreen, how are you? Hello. I saw your question. You can send it to me. That's perfect. You can send it over to me. You are ahead, and that shows a winner. When you're ahead and you do things early, that shows victory. So I'm excited to see your dingle hopper. But we're not talking about the dingle hoppers tonight. We're talking about tomorrow's raid train. Amen. Indeed. Amen. Happy belated Easter and Passover. We had 2 back-to-back holidays. And happy Earth Day, guys. Today is Earth Day. Did anyone do anything for Earth Day, maybe with their kids' schools or something else? Let me know in the comments. Did any of our Jewelry Addicts see family this weekend? Do any of our Jewelry Addicts have little kids and did Easter egg hunts? Oh my gosh, it's still going around? Oh no, I'm sorry, Noreen. No, you are not in the train tomorrow. Your Aunt Rosie. You celebrated Easter with your Aunt Rosie. I think that's what you're saying, Miss Vivi. All right, so I'm still waiting for some more people. You watered your hibiscus. That's awesome. That's a good thing. That is in fact a good thing. All right, so I have streamed myself here. So let me get our flyer up, and I'm going to tag our sellers who are selling tomorrow. I'm going to tag them. In fact, I'm going to go to the live sale itself. If you guys think that someone should be here and they're not, give them a tag. Okay, let's see. So we have Sarah of Who Knew Mercantile. We have Nina for Vintage. We have Mr. Eccentric. We have, let's see. Oh, I look like Aunt Rosie. Thank you. Let me look her up because I'm not familiar. Thank you so much. Sarah, we're announcing tomorrow's train. I don't know if Misty can hop on in the chat, but I will tag her anyway. Diana is also a seller. The Incredible Ladybug Vintage, which is Maria. And Bella's Treasures. And also, actually, on the VAMP side, 2 Glassy Sisters. Yes. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. All right, let's see if we can get our flyer open here. There we go. Make sure I didn't miss anyone. Okay, anyone else on our side? Nina for Vintage, I tag Mr. Centrix, and yep, okay, cool. Okay, so as we wait for a couple more people to pop in, so I am looking like a showgirl, according to Renee. Aunt Rosie, a famous showgirl. I'm looking her up right now. Aunt Rosie, famous Aunt Rosie showgirl. Let's see. Hi, Maria. Welcome in. Aunt Rosie Sale. Aunt Rosie. Okay, she's not coming up in Google. So I probably have to search for her differently. So, hi, Maria. So we are announcing or doing some pre-promotion for tomorrow's Cross Marketplace Raid Train with, I want to say Misty. She owns it. With Virtual Antiques Marketplace, which their acronym is VAMP. If you guys are not a member, let me throw that handle in the chat. But they are a housewares, vintage housewares. Actually, they require everything to be 20 years or older. And they are like a curated antique store. So Everything has been handpicked. Everything has been vetted. And Misty has really created a really quality place, a really quality community to buy and sell. And she is amazing. She's been a YouTuber for, I think 5 years, because she left her teaching job after selling part-time, and during the pandemic started doing it full-time. And she was using YouTube to promote her journey, and she built this awesome audience. And so she has taken that audience, and many of them are sellers and customers, and they are now in VAMP, which is the second largest marketplace here in District. And I am so honored that we are doing this cross marketplace rate train. These cross marketplace rate trains, our intention is for everybody to have fun. I mean, first and foremost, we want you guys to feel like you're a part of something that's special and isn't just another run-of-the-mill train, right? I mean, those can be fun. Those are obviously needed, but we want you to feel like, okay, cool, I'm meeting new people. I'm connecting to another community. Maybe I want to be a seller there. Maybe I want to get to know the sellers there myself because I want to be a customer. And what happens is that when you're on the train, whether you start in VAMP or you start in Vintage Jewelry Addicts, if you stay watching, if the Vintage Jewelry Addict seller is selling, they will raid, as in they will bring you and their audience over to VAMP, to that live sale. And then VAMP, when they're done, they'll bring their audience over to Vintage Jewelry Addicts. It is super fun, Renee. Okay. Rositi Rudish Legs Diamonds. That is awesome. That is so awesome. I will Google that later. And so I love it. It's all about the hat today, guys. It's all about the hat. And so all of this technology is behind the scenes. It's super easy. District turns it on. And we actually have 12 sellers set up for tomorrow. So we start at 6, but Misty and I will be live at 5:30 to kick everything off. And then Misty is going to start her live sale at 6. So I'm going to go live with her in VAMP tomorrow at 5:30. So I will promote that here in Vintage Jewelry Addicts so you guys don't miss it. So we're starting in VAMP. So the train is starting in VAMP, right? Or as Misty likes to call it, the party. So the party is starting in VAMP, and then Misty will sell. She's the owner of VAMP. And then we are going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I have noticed that on these cross marketplace trains, you guys stick around. You like to stay on the train because it's a fast moving train. It's a 30 minutes per seller train. Lickety split. Our sellers are encouraged to pre-upload so that people can place pre-bids so that they can see what they have to offer. So, and I'm going to show you guys how you can check out our sellers on VintageJewelryAddicts.com and place some pre-bids. So first up, we have Misty of Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. That is her handle here on District. And then starting in Vintage Jewelry Addicts is Bella's Treasures. Bella's Treasures, I'm going to tag her here. Bella's Treasures. Okay. Oh, she hates clowns. I don't think many people love clowns. I would say a lot of people don't love clowns. Hi, Pamela. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're talking about tomorrow's cross marketplace train. And again, guys, or I did not even mention this, our theme is just about happiness. And we wanted to make it just a really general theme, something that's about celebrating joy and gratitude. So there's going to be a lot of color on this train, but it's fairly open. I told our sellers, hey, if you want to add some housewares over on Vintage Jewelry Addicts, that's okay. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so so we start with Misty, Bella's Treasures, and then Anamer Ame, new seller to me. I'm looking forward to getting to know them over at VAMP. And then Maria, who popped in, she will be our second seller. Guys, go follow Maria. Fantastic, fantastic live seller. And she has us all wanting her to organize a trip to the Czech Republic to buy Czech glass because she knows what she's doing. Okay, and then Maria of Ladybug TV will raid 2 Glassy Sisters. And then Two Glassy Sisters will raid Sarah of Who Knew Mercantile, who has been rocking out recently and really stepping up to the plate, selling a lot. Guys, go follow Sarah. She sells a little bit of everything. She also specializes in accessories like really fun vintage hats like this. Sarah, do you have any fun hats like this? DM me. DM me. If you have these 60s, I mean, my husband called it a church lady hat, and I'm like, no, this is what women just wore day to day. This has nothing to do with church on Sunday. This is normal. Anyway, I don't know if Sarah is still here, but okay. Who Knew Mercantile, 8:30. Cheryl's Shiny Squirrel at 9 p.m. over at VAMP. And then Nina for Vintage at 9:30 with Vintage Jewelry Addicts. Tagging Nina. We love Nina. Nina has some great pieces. And then Nina will raid I Am Gratefully Blessed. And then I Am Gratefully Blessed will raid Mr. Eccentrics. Hey, David, welcome in. Mr. Eccentrics will raid Gigi's Vault Variety. And our last, an anchor seller. Oh, hi, Mom. How are you? That's awesome. My mom is watching. Gigi's Vault Variety will raid Arctic Angels Treasures. And Arctic Angels Treasures, that is Diana. And she will be our final seller of the night. So she might even sell longer than 30 minutes. I don't know if she can see that, Jamie, unfortunately. Your parents are always watching, by the way, guys. It doesn't matter where you are and what you're doing. They're always watching. But yeah, how cool is this hat? This hat is great. I was hoping to get more people's attention with a hat so that you guys would be like, wait, what is she doing? It's true, David. It's so true. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much, Jamie. Okay, guys. So again, tomorrow's Cross Marketplace train. Come on, get happy. Come on, get happy. Fun, colorful. In fact, look, I actually just bought all of this colorful paper so I could print for my markets on colorful paper. So this is kind of the theme of Come on, get happy. Like all of these colors. We will again be kicking off at 5:30. I was supposed to have jury duty tomorrow. Guess what happened? So you have to call the night before and confirm if your number is basically being called on. And I know, right? Guilty. And guess what? They're not calling anyone in for jury duty tomorrow. There's no trials, which is crazy. It's Baltimore. If you guys know anything about Baltimore. So I am off the hook. I am off the hook, which means I will easily be on at 5:30. There won't be a rush to the car or anything like that. And I'll be able to pre-promote tomorrow. So if you guys are on the email list, you will get an email reminder in the morning and an email with our first seller, which is which is Bella. Bella is, I think, Kathy. Bella, if you are here, and I'm not saying who you are, I'm so sorry. Do I have it? No, I gotta look it up. I think she's Kathy of Bella's Treasure. So look for that, guys. And I will be live again on Friday. I think I scheduled another live. I think I'm going to be like really bothering you guys this week. Hold on. Did I schedule another live? Hold on. But I will definitely be live on Friday. And what is happening for Friday, I want you guys to make a mental note, is we're opening the Sterling Silver Raid Train calendar for the second Tuesday of May. So I'm trying to open that 2 weeks before. I don't want it to be so close that your schedules are filled. I don't want to be so far away that you don't even know if you're available. So Friday the 25th, 12 noon, Sterling Silver Train sign up. Okay? I want you guys to send me a message if you think that they should be 60 minutes. I think 30 minutes did really well. Honestly, we had a pretty massive day in sales. But you guys tell me, if it's 1 hour, there's going to be later slots to kind of compensate. If it's 30 minutes, It might end up being more if there's 30 minutes. I can't, because if it's a 6 to 12, that's 6 sellers. If it's 6 to 12, that's 12. But if I do 6 to 10, that's 8. Yeah, so it would be like 8 30-minute slots or 6 1 hour. I mean, David set the record. I don't know. 45 is interesting. 45 is interesting. Would we all get confused though? Be like, wait, so he's starting at 5:30 to 6:15. I'm starting at what? 6:30, 6. I feel like people would get a little confused. Exactly, Jamie. Jamie's all about late into the night. I don't know if we can handle it. Hi, Susan. Welcome in. Susan and it's another name too. Marilyn. I don't know who's here, but thank you for popping in. We were just promoting the Cross Marketplace Raid Train for tomorrow. Hi, Marilyn. The Cross Marketplace Raid Train for tomorrow. And you guys are on the train on the VAMP side. Yay! So, okay, let's go back to the train, because if you guys are here as a customer or a seller, honestly, all of us are customers, check out our live stream tab. And you can begin to see if our sellers, which I hope all of our sellers have uploaded some items for pre-bid. And shout out to all of our sellers for pre-scheduling in advance. Look at this. Look at this. That is so awesome. Great question, David. So it would start at, I can start it a little bit early. I can start it earlier than 6, but ideally it would be 6 EST. And it's always going to be the 2nd May. So just keep that in your head when you're like planning your life. So the 2nd Tuesday in May is the 13th. The 1st Tuesday is the 6th. So this is actually it's like 1, 2. Yeah, it's like 2 weeks in advance. It's a little bit more than 2 weeks. So May 13th. May 13th. And Sarah, I was just talking to you about that. You weren't here. I was saying DM me if you have hats like this. They have to be like this. I won't take anything else. They've got to be like the crazy, elaborate 60s. 50s and 60s were the best. There were hat designers in the 40s that would have like lines around the corner to buy their hats. Hats were everything. No one cares about hats anymore. I mean, not no one, but maybe 1 out of 100 people care about that, which is still a little bit of enough, but it's not what it was. It is, Sarah. Thank you. I bought this in Vegas and finally had it shipped. Myers, Miami. Ooh. You can start at 1 p.m. Eastern that day. Okay. That's really early for us to start the train, David. So we might not be able to do it. I'm going to say no. So if you can't get on it, the next one. 2nd Tuesday of the month. 2nd Tuesday of the month is what will happen. Now, David, you can still have a Sterling, theme show at 1 p.m. I would love that. So I don't want to I don't want to cut you off. But for us to start the train, it's just the afternoon is crickets. It really is for us. I don't want to put any of our sellers through that. 6 p.m. seems to be the sweet spot for like a night train. We like the pre-train show. So David is the opening act of the train. So with all that said, then maybe we'll just stick to like 30-minute slots just to keep it moving. Because you are the one seller I was thinking. You and Denise are the sellers. I'm like, I know you guys have more. So it's hard to show majority Sterling in an hour. It's easier in 30 minutes. So, okay. So I'm opening that schedule up. You don't even have to tune in, David, because you can just schedule that on Friday. All right, guys. And then also, and I'll be talking about this in another live, just to remind you guys, Friday, which let me open up my calendar. As I make some noises. I want to see, because I did not see if we actually had a 5:30 booked, and that is on me. But we are doing, we do. Okay, Maria. So I will go live at 4:30 on Friday, the 25th. 4:30. I have to schedule it. And we'll raid Maria. And we are doing a 1-year anniversary mini awards presentation. Now, this 1-year anniversary celebration, it extends into May. I couldn't really make it happen for April, so it extends into May. But here's the story, guys. Again, I'm repeating myself, but this is our story. Last year, April 26th, I think, or April 24th, it was one of those days, was our first live sale in Vintage Jewelry Addicts. So this is our official 1-year anniversary when we were rebranded. The community itself is over 2 years old, but we've rebranded and had our first jewelry only show this coming weekend. And that is really cool. Here's the story, Jerry. You got it. Here's the story, Jerry. Oh my gosh. Awesome, Sarah. Congratulations. And you took advantage of the 0%. I haven't even mentioned that. You guys still have until midnight. It's 9:24. You have until midnight. We do this every quarter, so if you missed it this time, there'll be another time. Okay, so 4:30 on the 25th. So I'm giving out awards. Now, I don't expect you guys to be there, but I will let you know. I have to organize everything. I'll probably let you guys know Thursday night. Sold about 30. Dang, David. So David wants an award, obviously. So there's going to be different awards. Some will be, about your performance. Some will be just about you as a person. What you've contributed to Vintage Jewelry Addicts. And that will be, again, it's casual, right? But it's a way to really honor how far we've come. We're also going to go over some numbers, which will be good for me to actually gather some, data for you guys in terms of percentages, because I haven't done that myself. And we're just going to really bless the next year together of Vintage Jewelry Addicts and what's possible. And, sometimes we think, things are cool, things are, working, but it can get better and it will get better. And my motto, because I'm a big believer in the tortoise and the hare story, I have been the hare. I've definitely been the hare. Is I'm something in between the tortoise and the hare, slow and steady, slow and steady. And so we are going to continue on this journey together. There's going to be times it goes fast. There's going to be times that we just stay consistent no matter what's happening. But I really do believe that we can double everything by 2026, this time 2026. So you'll hear more from me again, but just a mental note, if you can pop in, I'll let you know if I want to give you a virtual award. There's not going to be a trophy. There's not going to be a certificate. It's just going to be more like a verbal, thank you. This is what we see in you. This is why you rock award. And then we'll raid Maria and we will get our weekend live sales started, guys. So our continuation of the 1-year anniversary, I will be promoting much harder come May 1st, but starting May 1st, anyone who hosts a live sale in our community, if you host one from, let's actually look at our dates. If you host one from May 1st so May 1st is a Thursday, May 1st through May 8th, or you know what? Actually, I'm going to start it on Monday, May 5th. That's right. I have to start it I'll start promoting it on the 1st. So it would be Monday, May 5th through Sunday or Monday, the 12th. I'm not going to give you guys all the dates, but basically each week, Monday to Monday, you host a live sale. If you host 2, if you host 3, if you host 4, you're entered to win a $25 Visa gift card. And I'm using Visa just so you guys can use it where you want. And we're going to do 2 drawings, it's my Pennsylvania accent, drawings per week, which will be 8 for the month. So If you win 1 week, you're not eligible. After that, just FYI, there's going to be some fine print to this. But my goal is that we have live sales happening every day. My goal is that May is a marvelous May. It is jump in May. We have people coming out of the woodwork to host live sales. So I know a $25 Visa gift card. It's not a lot, but the idea is that by hosting more live sales, and they have to be at least 30 minutes. That's the other, you can't just go live for 10. But if you host live sale, you'll be entered to win. I use random.org, and I'll just, if you have 4 live sales, if you're a subscriber and you sell live in the weekend, that counts. And yeah, and let's see how this goes. If this is really successful, I'll do it again. I will absolutely do it again. I love competitions. I love a little nudge of encouragement. I love money, so I think you guys love money too. And I will give you guys all the details and blah, 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 blah on May 1st. But this whole little competition of, who can win these $25 Visa gift cards is an extension of our 1-year anniversary. So that kicks off again in May. See, David loves money. Yes. Money May. Okay, you know what? That's the name, Money May. Or May Money. Money May Money. And yeah, seriously, like if this is something that people are excited about, like we'll just do it every month, like 1 a week for the next 6 months. I would like to have more people just jumping into hosting live sales. Today was awesome. We had Sarah, we had David, we had Mickey. That was 3 sellers on a non-trained day. Love it. I would love for that to happen all the time on non-trained days. So again, I think that some of us just need a little bit of a nudge to get started. And the more that we have live sales, the more that our customers are active. It's just how it works. So, and besides that, guys, I think that's it. Tomorrow's the VAMP train. I don't have jury duty. I hope no one else has jury duty. I hope everyone is feeling good and had a relaxing or somewhat enjoyable weekend with family and friends. And let's do this cross marketplace train thing. Let's see who we meet. Let's see new customers. Let's meet new customers. Let's sell some really cool stuff. All right. Yes, Mickey is still live. That's great. I always see who's live, Jamie. So you don't even have to tell me. I would have rated her automatically. It's not like Whatnot where there's like 8,000 people live. Oh, Noreen, I'm so sorry that you were sick. Yeah, that always throws me off too. Like, I am not my best self when I'm sick. So just take care of you. Take care of yourself first and then come back. So, happy Earth Day. Yes, today is Earth Day. It is the 55th Earth Day, found in 1970. In fact, I went to recycle part of a clothing rack and my husband said, we can't recycle that. We'll get a fine. You got to take it to the recycling center. And I was like, yes, let's go to the recycling center. So I get to go to the recycling center tomorrow. Everyone has a recycling center in their town. You just have to learn where it is and their hours. And one of the easiest things we can do is just to try to actually recycle. So, okay, cool. I think that's it, guys. Hey, baby.
Sorry, I gotta grab my comfort shirt.
Oh, your comfort shirt? Where is it? Okay, cool. There's my husband walking behind me. All right, guys. I think it's time for me to get off. I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, 5:30 over on VAMP. What about the 29th? What is the 29th? What am I missing about the 29th? We don't have a train planned for the 29th. I don't think so. Oh, the 29th is under the sea. Oh, yeah, we do. I'm not talking about that right now. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. We are promoting in increments. So guys, I will see you again tomorrow, 5:30 over at see, now I'm confused. Over at Virtual Antiques Marketplace, VAMP. I will share that here. We're going to get the party started, and our first seller at VJA will be Bella's Treasures. Okay, guys, mwah, I'm going to hop off. Okay, so you guys will always see that I schedule a live stream. And that is when I'm going to talk about it. So if you have questions, Noreen, just send me or Jamie a message, okay? Okay, good night, guys. Bye. Let's go raid Mickey. Stay here. Here we go.